Well, we're back in the kitchen with Kirstin Carey, owner of Nourish Restaurant, to show us yet another light and tasty recipe. It is not just for Mother's Day, it's for any time.
Right. And the recipe we're making is raw and vegan. So raw means nothing cooked above 118 degrees.
And we're making a little tasty dessert here. You have cinnamon, vanilla, and chocolate coconut macaroons.
And would you rather make chocolate or vanilla right now?
Chocolate. Was the general consensus
all right,
here
then
in
we're
the
going to
studio.
do chocolate. So I brought the chocolate in case you said chocolate. So all you really need is dried coconut. I recommend the unsweetened kind, unsulfured. If you can get it as raw as possible, that's great.
Okay.
We're going to do almond flour, and if you're not making your own, you can also pick that up at the supermarket.
Okay.
I'm using vanilla beans, but I also brought the vanilla extract in case you don't have vanilla bean at home, because they're not cheap.
No, and this is what you got out of the vanilla
That's
bean
what I got
right
out of
here.
it.
There's not a lot there, but
No.
I guess it must be really
Kicks
powerful.
really in
huh?
flavor, yes.
Yeah, I cannot believe how expensive real vanilla beans are. I think one is like $10 at the grocery store.
So we've got about a half a cup of the almond flour.
Okay.
I've already covered 2 cups of the coconut. Now, here's a trick that I learned. I'm going to walk behind you.
All right.
We've been keeping our coconut oil at a slightly higher temperature because at room temperature it's solid. So I had to keep that a little bit warmer. We only need,
I didn't know that.
we only need about quarter of a cup. You want to do the oil in the measuring cup first, because when we put the sweetener in, which is maple syrup, it's so sticky that it won't stick to the bottom.
Oh, hey.
So see how it comes right
smart.
out? So you can even see it like coming off the sides. It slips right out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be stuck in there.
That's a great idea. Otherwise,
Now,
you'd be taking your finger and going
exactly. So we put the vanilla bean in already. You would do about a teaspoon of the vanilla extract.
Okay.
But we're going to put the chocolate in now. And I was experimenting at home last night with how much chocolate I really wanted in there. My recommendation is a tablespoon.
Now, what kind of chocolate is this?
I recommend raw cacao, which
Okay.
means it hasn't been tainted by dairy or anything else. And for people who don't know, chocolate, the goodness of chocolate is actually eradicated when it's added with dairy.
Oh.
Takes the good pieces of
stuff.
it out.
I didn't know
Now,
that.
you have the gloves on, so you get to get a little bit sticky.
So you want me to use my hands?
Use your hands, just mix it up.
All right. Well, that's easy.
I know, right?
And these are, you said, so these are no bake, or
No
are
bake.
they?
Well, we're going to be using this. It's a dehydrator.
Oh.
And you don't have to have one at home. You can use your oven on the lowest temperature if you really want. But if you don't cook it above 118 degrees, it stays raw, which means you're keeping all of the nutrients. And you're not losing any of the enzymes in the food. So if you're going to eat dessert, you might as well make it good for you.
Heck yeah. And
All right.
if you're doing it at home in the oven, it takes a lot longer, right?
Well,
at a low temperature.
You're kind of destroying some of the enzymes because you're getting it.
Oh,
And
that's
she
the
did
point.
a pretty good pretty good job with this. You pretty much, now, here's where I'm going to get sticky with you on this.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to put a little bit in there to the part of your hand that gets that little bowl in the bottom of your hand.
Okay.
And you're going to stick it as much together as you possibly can. Like really squish it in there. A really
man.
great thing to do is if we had time, we would be sticking this in the refrigerator, and it would have the coconut
hold its
oil,
shape?
sold it back in. Yep, and it looks like it's just falling apart. That's exactly, you did a better job than I did. Must be the gloves.
Oh,
But we're going to do a whole bunch of those.
Okay. Well, this is really easy.
Right, but again, if you have about an extra 5 minutes, which of course we don't today, you would put that bowl into the refrigerator.
Okay.
And it would solidify the coconut oil and make this a heck of a lot easier than what's going on right now.
Well, I'm finding even after it's just kind of
There you
sitting
go.
here for a second, it's actually sticking a little bit
Yep.
better.
And then my hands, because I don't have the gloves on, my hands are actually probably making them just a little bit heated.
Okay.
So it's making it even more. So
Wow.
you just keep doing these.
All
Now,
right, and you did provide us the recipe?
I did.
On the website?
And you can
Okay.
throw cinnamon in here. You can throw in a little bit of salt if you like a little bit of salt with your chocolate. But right there, what you have right there is what the finished product was. I did it from my house. It's really the easiest thing. And you can have the kids get involved with this. I mean, this is kind of fun when
that's
you're a
awesome.
kid to get all sorts of sticky. And for Mother's Day, sometimes it's just fun to hang out with the kids.
Absolutely.
And play.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Kirstin.
Yeah.
Nourish Restaurant, all the information, as we mentioned, is on the website.